What's up everybody, Chad here for the first video in my new car. So, I did say car, it is not a truck. If you all can guess just by the view that you have right now, put it down in the comments below, let me know what you think this vehicle is. And obviously, as you may be able to tell right now, it's a stick shift. So, go ahead, put your comment down below and let me know what you think this car is. So I'm going to cut to a short little clip just walking around the car for you all so you can take a look at what this is, and trust me, there's going to be more on this car here in the future so you all can get a better idea of the reasoning behind this, get an idea of what everything is going to be like here in the future for the channel, especially from my end, because of course Bandit is still going to be putting out videos of his own on his own content, but I will still have content coming from my end on this car and what it's like. So let's just get right to it. So this is my 2020 Subaru Crosstrek Premium with the 6-speed manual transmission. So this is a wonderful, not super fast daily driver that I now have, and I love it. I've only had it for a very, very short time, but this car is actually a lot more fun than you all would think. Now, you're like, oh, a Subaru, like why did you pick a Subaru? Well, I'm not going to get all into it right now. There are going to be several videos in the future discussing why I did decide to go with this, but believe it or not, my younger brother, Brent, and you may have seen it a little bit in previous videos, but he actually drives a Subaru WRX. It's a 2014 Subaru WRX with a 5-speed manual transmission, and you could say that I've had a little bit of fun in it. It's definitely a quick car, and having that all-wheel drive, which this is underpinned with as well, certainly makes that experience a lot more lively than some of the fast rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive cars that I have driven in the past, such as the Corvette. I had that video out a couple of years back with our buddy Chuck. It was a 7-speed manual Corvette Stingray, and it was a really cool car. That's the only Corvette I've ever driven, and it certainly gave me quite an exhilarating experience that I've never had before. Of course, that is not what I was looking for in this, and definitely not a daily driver. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But the Subaru Crosstrek is known to be geared a little bit more towards the younger crowd, people in my age, the 20s to 30s, and people that perhaps have a small family, maybe one child. But if you get any larger than that, obviously its cargo capacity is not going to really lend itself too much to a larger family. So for me, it's just me living down here by myself in North Carolina, and there's not really a whole lot of a reason for anything much larger than this. And plus, something that is to be considered when looking at vehicles. In this case, I wanted a manual transmission, and as you all are probably well aware, unfortunately, the manual transmission is a bit of a dying breed. And I wanted to look at a vehicle that was going to be fun to drive, somewhat fuel efficient, and manual transmission. And manual transmission for me typically equates to fun. So I must say that this is actually a rather fun car to drive, even though it is not super fast. But my requirements for my next vehicle after the Tacoma were stick shift, somewhat fun to drive, fuel efficient, all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. And this checked off all those boxes for me. And plus, I kind of have a little bit of an affinity for wagons now. We'll talk about that again in here in the future. But I just wanted to be open and forthcoming with you on letting you know that this is the car that I have chosen. I've only ever owned Tacomas in my life, 2006 Tacoma and then a 2016 Tacoma, and I've loved both of those trucks. I know exactly where both of them are today, and I think it's just pretty cool to see where they are now, and that they still have a life after me. But this chapter of my life is now going to be one where I'm sitting a little bit lower to the ground, with a little bit of a quieter cabin and being able to row my own gears. So I'll be interested to see what you all have to say. Hopefully we'll still be able to provide some fun content for you all to enjoy. I've got a lot planned to talk about with this Subaru. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing any crazy off-road videos with it. I know that it is capable, but it is not really something that I'm going to be doing anything off-road with. But we will see what comes in the future, and I'm super excited to see what all this brings to the channel. We're excited for a little bit more diversity being added to it. This Subaru was not necessarily something that we thought was going to be coming to the channel, but sometimes the best things are unexpected. So if you all have any questions or comments, please do leave them below. And if you have not subscribed or liked this video, please do consider doing so. Like I said, we've always got more and more content coming out to the channel. And of course, with this Subaru, you're going to be seeing a lot more of it and some new exciting content. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic week, everybody, and I'll catch you next time.